Hello, happy day to you all. I thought it would be very, very fun if we talked about in this session what I will call opening up the fretboard. And what we're going to do, or what I would like to do today, is to show you certain positions and learn some progressions based on positions on the fretboard and positions of your hands rather than names of chords. So what I will purposely not do is tell you the name of chords, but I will tell you how these chords substitute. So let's go to C, F, and G7. Again, C, F, and G7. So now I'm going to play a substitute for C, and this is it. Here comes a substitute for F and a substitute for G7. So let me do that again. Here comes a regular C, F, G7. Substitutions, C, F, G7. So, please don't take my sunshine away. Or, please don't take my sunshine away. Okay, let's figure out what these positions are. But before we get there, I want to tell you that, as you know, whenever you can hold down 4 strings on the ukulele, you can play that same chord anywhere on the fretboard. So one of the reasons why I don't want us to get tangled up in names of chords is at this point they're irrelevant. And in terms of learning chords on the fretboard by positions, names are totally irrelevant. Plus that some of them have long names that might confuse us. So, go here first. I think we would call that 5757. 5757. Or put these two guys on the 5th fret, one string apart, and then 1 fret apart, and put these guys on the 7th fret here and here. So we have that chord, and we're going to call this chord the C substitute. One of the things I really like about learning chords in positions is the F substitute is very, very easy to locate. See where these 2 fingers are? If you just bar that fret, which is the 5th fret, you'll get the F substitute. So we go from the C substitute to the F substitute. C substitute, bar this fret, F substitute. To get to the G7 substitute is even easier. You take this bar, slide it back 1, and put it on the 4th fret, and then take this finger, the road rage finger, and just hold down these 3 strings right here. See, so here's the the F substitute. Here's the G7 substitute. So C substitute, F substitute, G7 substitute. I want you to notice how simple and close together these chords are. So, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Going to the F substitute. You make me happy when skies are gray. Back to the C substitute. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take G7, my sunshine, away. Does that look familiar? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Or bum, 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 bum. Or bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. This is G7 substitute. Bum, bum, bum. The other thing to notice is this C substitute, if C is here, is 2 frets above here. Above 2 frets, I should say, to the right of C. And this is one of the things I personally use. It's kind of a spatial relationship that helps me to remember that if I'm holding C in this position and I go 2 frets up, that's where that substitute is. So, in A, if I go 2 frets up from here, this becomes the A substitute. So there's the A, D, E7 substitute. 1 fret above that becomes the B flat substitute. So it's B flat, E flat substitute, and F7. Okay, I want to show you one other thing that's really, really cool. Go back to the C substitute, and one of the things you should practice is this. With that pair of fingers, see those how they're moving? And then move these. It's great, great practice. Let me show you how you can use that. This is a C substitute, and I'm going to create a second chord just by bringing these 2 guys back here. And then from here, if I go to the F substitute, and then from the F substitute to G7, I can fashion an introduction or a filler like this. Pretty easy, huh? Once more. There. Bring these 2 guys back. Bar that 5th fret. Move it back 1 to the G7. And I can resolve this here if I want. Okay. In a subsequent session, we'll take this further to the next step. Thank you so much. Have fun.